Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to the Manchester United, or rather Bournemouth versus Manchester United live preview show, and I'm very happy that we can move on from the West Brom game. If you want to see my live reaction to that, it is live on the channel, but I'm happy there's some midweek football to get my mind off that absolutely shocking game. But yeah, we're back on the preview, and we're back close to 9 o'clock. I had a bit of a complication with the stream, but we're now on the right channel. I think I was streaming on Big O's channel, but I'm on the channel, on the right channel. Welcome Fortune, welcome to stream. How you doing? Welcome Crazy Peter Gaming, welcome to stream. But now I'm on the right channel, and that's all good. And I'm happy we can move on from that West Brom performance, because it was absolutely shocking. I don't know about you guys. Fortune's already said Mourinho out there. I don't think I'll go that far, but it was a terrible performance. And we move on to another team who are very, very good defensively and compact, away from home against Bournemouth, who is a tricky fixture. It is a fixture which has been known to turn over some big sides. You've got Arsenal, who struggled there, but they are Arsenal, of course. But they've done some very decent big teams over there. Welcome, Agent Gamer. Welcome to the stream. And guys, if you are watching, please do leave a like. That'd be absolutely fantastic. But as I said, it's not going to be an easy game for United. But in the preview show, you know the drill. I'll be giving you my thoughts on the key men from both sides, how we can bounce back from that West Brom performance. If you want to go see my reaction from that, then it's on the channel. I'll be giving my lineup prediction, and I'll also be giving my score prediction for the game. And as you guys are watching, please do leave your thoughts in the live chat, because I say on here, your thoughts get heard, everything gets read out on this stream. It doesn't matter what it is, even if it's gobbledygook, your voices are the main voices of this channel. So if you are watching, please do leave a like, and also don't be afraid to leave a comment in the live chat. And if you are watching it as a video, incidentally, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, even if you're not watching it live. Asian Gamer says Jose out. Two Mourinho outers already. Well, I mean, we'll have a chat about that a bit later on in the stream. But obviously, if you want to go see my reaction to the West Brom game, it is live on the channel for you guys, so you can see my thoughts on it. But we move on to a midweek game, a game in hand we have in the Premier League over Liverpool, one of our nearest rivals. Excuse me. But one of our nearest rivals in the table. It's kind of one of those must-win games if you want to keep second place, because obviously, you know, it'll extend the gap to 4 points from Liverpool. And Tottenham are currently drawing against Brighton, so we'll see how that goes, whether we have the chance to gain some points over Spurs as well in the race for second place. But we need to bounce back from that West Brom result. We really do. I mean, it was a shock result. No one could see us coming after beating the top team in the Premier League at their home ground, to losing to the bottom side. I just couldn't foresee it, but we need to get that out of our system straight away. We need to show our professionalism and go into that next game with you know, confidence, and we need to win against Bournemouth. It's going to be very, very tricky. Going away from home against Bournemouth, they have been known to turn over some pretty decent sides in the past. And with the home fans under the lights, you never know what could happen. But 2 defeats in a row would be an absolute nightmare situation for us, especially coming towards the end of the season. We need to make sure that we finish this season strongly. But you know, we just need to try and finish it strongly and try and get that second place and not drop down to 4th. So, a strong performance in this game. Fortune says, man, I've been a Mourinho winner for 2-year seasons and no improvement in gameplay or play style. I mean, that's an interesting point. Obviously, a lot of people saying that, you know, some people saying that we've made progress due to our higher position, higher points tally in the league table. But some people saying our gameplay is still slow, pedestrian, not what we want to see from the Manchester United, where we're used to kind of full-blooded attacking football, quick, fast pace. So it's an interesting point you make there, Fortune. Very, very interesting. But yeah, I mean, obviously, if you watch Jose Mourinho's press conference going into this game, he was very, very scathing of quite a few players, and he was hinting at possibly a few players we haven't seen in a while coming into the first team to play for their place. And it's going to be interesting to see what the lineup is going to be. That's why this prediction in particular is going to be very, very difficult. A lot of people would like to see some of the young players in the team. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing? A lot of people would like to see a few of the a few of the younger players come into the team, maybe the Angel Gomez's or, the McTominay's, people like that come into the team, and we might be able to see that. We might be able to see that happening. Really right now is playing for places for that Spurs game this Saturday, because that is the biggest game of our season as of right now. If we win that game, obviously the FA Cup final becomes the biggest game of our season, but we need to be prepared for that Spurs game. At Wembley against Spurs, they're used to it. I will be doing a preview for that, obviously, later in the week, so you guys can get excited for that. But right now, we're focusing on the Bournemouth game, and as I said, it's not going to be an easy game whatsoever. Definitely not going to be easy. And we need to be on our A game, because Bournemouth will be on their A game. They'll be fired up. They would have seen us lose on Sunday and think, you know what, lads, we can turn these lot over. And that is what we need to try and stop. We need to try and stop a kind of avalanche of bad results going into the end of the season. Because one thing we don't need is finishing badly and then finishing in 4th and not getting that automatic Champions League qualification place. Rodney Cyrus, welcome to the stream, mate. And I've got to say, fantastic stream from him earlier in the day. Please do go and check out his channel. Absolutely fantastic Manchester United content, debates and things like that. Brilliant stream today about who might be the first to leave Manchester United. Yeah, very, I liked it a lot. He says would like to see Rashford up front. Interesting choice actually, because obviously Romelu Lukaku, Jose Mourinho doesn't seem to want to drop him at all. I think he's played a lot of the games this season, maybe with the exception of 1 or 2. But Rashford up front would be a very, very interesting choice indeed, I think. And especially, midweek against Bournemouth, where we might need to rotate a few players. Having Rashford up front might be a bit of a breath of fresh air going forward. He's got his pace, and similarly to Lukaku, he really does kind of run through brick walls. He loves the club, and he will chase balls, and that's what he might need to do against Bournemouth. How as bad as it sounds, a Manchester United team having to play that way, but I don't know. Well, you guys have your thoughts and opinions on the starting lineup. Ryan gives his one in there. 4-2-3-1. De Gea, Valencia, captain. Smalling by Young, McTominay, Matic, Rashford, Sanchez, Lingard and Lukaku. So again, a pretty strong team. No Pogba I noticed in that team, which is interesting. Obviously, Jose Mourinho's press conference, he did hint at possibly dropping a few of the players and making players, having to play for their place. To see. We've got our first caller here. I'm just going to... we'll take calls a bit later in the show. If you do want to call in, my Skype is in the description down below. So if you do want to call into the show and have your say, that'll be absolutely fantastic. Welcome down. Right. I don't think you got the message, lads. But I'll just... Yeah, guys, I really do appreciate the call. Seriously, I really appreciate it. And if you do want to call in, I will tell you when I've opened the phone lines. But as I said, I do appreciate it. Welcome Dazza and welcome Aaron Richards. Welcome to the stream, guys. How are we doing? If you are watching, please do leave a like. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Appreciate it. Let's read a few of your comments. Oh, that noise is annoying. Didn't actually close that. Modern technology, eh? Modern technology. This is ridiculous. Apologies, lads. Right, there we go. Okay, welcome from Dazza's Football Stand. As I said, if you want to check out Daryl's channel as well, does some brilliant stuff on not just Man United, but some other, footballing things as well. So if you want to go check out Daryl's channel, go check it out. Okay, Fortune says Mourinho won't put Rashford up front. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting call. I mean, it'd be very kind of. I mean, I agree. It'd be surprising if Rashford was going to be starting up front. I think he has started Martial up front once, maybe this season, but he does seem to stick with Lukaku. Like he likes to stick with his guns, and I don't know what's going to happen. Ryan says, haven't seen Tubes in a long time. Yeah, Tubes, where have you been, man? If you're watching this, we all love you here. We all want you back. But yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. But yeah, I'd love to see him back on the stream. Aaron Richards says, hey Kieran, thank you for joining my radio show. And I have bad news for Man United are losing 4-2 to Swindon Town in my Premier League. If you guys don't know, he does a bit of a fancy Premier League thing. And apparently Man United are losing 4-2 to Swindon Town. Hopefully that sort of an upset doesn't happen tomorrow night. I think it is a 7:45 or an 8 o'clock kickoff. So I think it's somewhere around there. Ryan says, Pogba shouldn't be dropped, but I have a feeling Jose will drop in. I think after the press conference, you could infer that Jose Mourinho might be going down that route. But we'll see. We'll have to see. As I said, this lineup prediction that I'm going to do tonight is going to be one of the hardest ones to predict. Because after what Jose Mourinho said in the press conference in the media, it looks like it's going to be some new faces we haven't seen for a while in the team. So, yeah. Ryan said he was at the West Brom game. Oh, Ryan, maybe you're a bad luck charm in that game. Oh, goodness me. No, I'm joking. But yeah, the atmosphere must not have been great, especially after we went 1-0 down. Must have been a frustrating game to watch. I mean, when I was doing the watch long, you can check that out on the channel. It was a frustrating game to watch, 100%. It was, you know, we had a few decent chances. Ben Foster made a few decent saves, but ultimately, we didn't create, you know, many clear-cut chances, and we certainly didn't create near enough for a team like Manchester United playing against, let's not forget, a pretty much already relegated 20th place team in the Premier League with a caretaker manager. I mean, I didn't think it was good enough in my opinion. It wasn't good enough. Simply wasn't. But we need to bounce back, as the title says, and I'm confident that we will do. Jose Mourinho's not the type of manager who will let these things get out of control. Obviously we saw it at Chelsea, but I do think those sort of experiences have helped him in, you know, at some point he is going to have to learn from his mistakes. Hopefully against Bournemouth we play a good lineup and we get the job done. But as I said, after West Brom, after a few of the results, you know, Sevilla, West Brom, Bristol City, you can't write off any of the teams that we're playing. And, you know, it's annoying, but you can't. 7:45 kickoff apparently on BT Sport. So if you do have BT Sport, you can watch it on there or just live stream it. Total Sport Tech is a very good streaming site. Obviously, I'm not supposed to be advertising now or anything like that, but you know, do what you want to do. It didn't come from me. Fortune says Jose will drop Pogba, Herrera, and keep Matic and Lukaku. Obviously, Matic and Lukaku seem to be starting a lot of games with Jose Mourinho, and he does like consistency with his lineup. I've noticed he very much likes, you know, starting the kind of same players over and over again, and I've noticed that, especially with players like Lukaku and Matic. So I think you might be right there, Fortune. I think you might be right, even though I don't think Matic played a great role in that game. So, you know, I'd like to see probably someone like McTominay come in, because for me, I'm not sure about you guys, but I think that Scott McTominay, when he did come in, has played a good hand and showed a lot of mature play. You know, showed a lot of maturity, you know, even for a kind of young player to come straight into that Manchester United team under such pressure when Pogba was injured and play really, really well. So I think he's done fantastically well, and hopefully he does. He keeps doing well, and his Manchester United career is furthered. Aaron Richards said it's now Manchester United 3-4. Oh dear, Man United making a comeback like the Manchester United of old, or is it the Manchester United of old? You know, you got Man City come back, Crystal Palace come back. Unfortunately, we couldn't come back against bottom of the league, but I'm trying not to remember it. I'm trying not to remember it, but it just still sticks in the memory, man. It was just such an awful performance. Ryan says Old Trafford is amazing though, a brilliant experience. Yeah, I know. I agree. I'd love to go there some point. I'm hoping to get a season ticket in the very not too distant future, and I'd love to go to the games and vlog my experience for you guys. And you know, I'd love to do that, but unfortunately, I don't have the finances to do that really at this moment in time, and travel's a bit difficult. So I mean, I hate making excuses like that, but I'd love to go to Manchester United games, go to the Theatre of Dreams, and witness a Manchester United victory, hopefully. Ryan says, I have to admit, some boos from the fans. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the game, we noticed a lot of boos when watching on TV. There was a lot of boos, a lot of, you know, austerity, a lot of, and you got to say, you know, I mean, when you pay that much for a ticket, you want to be entertained. You want to see a team who show a bit of fight, and in that team performance, it wasn't great. Oh, Man United have equalised. Told you, comeback kings in that game. But anyway, I'm gonna, you know, say a bit about Bournemouth now, because obviously it wouldn't be a Manchester United versus Bournemouth preview without mentioning a few of the danger men from Bournemouth. Now, obviously, in the West Brom preview, we mentioned a few danger men, Matt Phillips, Jay Rodriguez, and Jay Rodriguez was the man who came up with the goal. So, I don't want to put the curse on it, but ultimately, I'm gonna say a bit about Bournemouth. I don't know why I was stopping there, but obviously, they're going to be very, very tight and compact. After seeing what happened against West Brom, they're gonna play a similar way. They'll take confidence from the fact that we lost our home ground 1-0, and they'll look at that. Eddie Howe and the team will have looked at that and gone, you know what? We can turn these boys over. If we play with spirit, heart, desire, in front of our home fans, under the lights, and we just play for each other, and we keep compact in defence, and we hit them on the break, you never know what could happen. I think that is the danger for me, and we are very, very susceptible to the breakaway goal, and we need to be better at that. Obviously, their goal came from a set piece, and we need to get better at that as well. I think Matic was the one who actually headed it back across goal, but we need to get better than that. But Bournemouth, again, have got some brilliant players in their team, or some players who really, who are going to cause a lot of problems. Fortune says our stadium is practically empty after 75 minutes. Yeah, I think that, I mean, to ask, could you blame the fans? I mean, when we're pushing for a goal, I don't understand why fans are leaving, but I would have stayed, let's put it that way, but I wasn't there, of course. Ryan says the tour of Old Trafford was class, got to the dressing room, the press conference room, the tunnel, the dugout where the players and managers sit in all the stands. That sounds brilliant. I actually did the Old Trafford tour when I was a bit younger, I got a picture with the Premier League trophy. Actually, no. That was in the 02, actually, no. I got a picture with the Premier League trophy, which I was thinking of making my profile picture, but, you know, maybe 1,000 subscribers, I'll show you some embarrassing pictures of that. But I got my hands on the Premier League title, and, you know, it's the close. I've got closer to the Premier League title than Steven Gerrard will ever get close. Will ever be closer. I've worded that completely wrong. You know what I mean. But, obviously, you know, I did the Old Trafford tour, and it's very, very good. It's very good. I was there. I did it when Sir Alex Ferguson was still there, actually. So it's a while back. I think it was around maybe 2010, 2011, somewhere around that time. So, yeah, about 7 years ago now, which is scary. But yeah, Darryl, I'll open up the Skype very, very shortly indeed, my friend. So please do stay tuned. If you do want to Skype in, as I said, my Skype details in the description down below, and I will answer the Skypes in just a bit. But yeah. Yeah, the museum's not. It is good. I mean, looking at all the silverware United have wearing the history, and I think it's really important for the younger fans as well to kind of see the history, see where the club has the fascinating history of the club, see where it's come from, and you know, especially, I mean, I bet if, you know, Rodney's still watching, he remembers, you know, from his time all the history and things like that. And I think it is important for the younger generation to kind of see. I mean, I'm not ruling myself out of the younger generation. I'm still, what, 17 years old. So, but I think it's really interesting to see the history and you know, of your club, and you know, it's important. I think that's why it's great to have that sort of tour there and the museum there, and you know, it's just brilliant. But yeah, great experience, and I would recommend it. As again, I'm not sponsored by Manchester United. I'm not advertising it, but you know, I would recommend the tour. Very, very good. As I said, Aaron, mate, Man United 5-4. Told you. Come back, Kings, as I said. But yeah, Bournemouth have got a few danger men, and we need to be wary of that because, you know, they'll be full of confidence. Obviously, coming into this game on a loss, they might be a bit wary. But, you know, after seeing Manchester United lose, as I said, you know, anything can happen. Anything can happen. We need to bounce back. I would say one of the main danger men, Callum Wilson for Bournemouth. You know, very nifty striker, very quick. Yeah, and he can cause a lot of problems. Also, maybe their central defenders can cause us a bit of problems from set pieces. We saw against West Brom, their main threat was indeed from set pieces. And so maybe one of their centre backs, you know, Cook, someone like that. It could be a headed goal. You never know. Ryan says 2-1 to United. I would take that right now, hands down. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. I'll take that hands down 2-1 win for the mighty Red Devils. And just get out there with a 2-1 win and go into the next game against Spurs. I think we need to win this game to get some confidence, get some momentum building for the Spurs game. And I think it would have been nice if we won that West Brom game, won the Bournemouth game, go into that Spurs game, 7 wins on the bounce. So we would have been absolutely flying. Ryan says Lukaku to score. Obviously, I'd love him to break his little mini drought he's been having. But you know, I'd love to see Lukaku get to 30 goals for Manchester United. And while we're on the subject of Romelu Lukaku, let's get into some of the key men for Manchester United if we are going to win this game. Romelu Lukaku is one of them now. He has been playing quite well. I think he's been doing a decent job for us recently. I think, as I said, you know, he runs through brick walls. He's all about Manchester United. He genuinely loves playing for the club and putting on that shirt. So, ultimately, I think he will be an important member. His physicality as well against that Bournemouth defence and his pace and power is going to be very, very integral if we are going to break down the team, Bournemouth, obviously, if we're going to break them down. And yeah, I do hope he can get a few goals. He did obviously score at Old Trafford against Bournemouth, and that was in the period where he wasn't really celebrating after, obviously, he missed that chance in the Manchester derby, and the Man United fans got on his back. But yes, I think that ultimately, you know, he is one of the main players for us if we are going to win that game. And I would love him to see him get a few goals. Fortune says if we don't beat Bournemouth, Mourinho will solidify 60% of fans that are Jose out. I think that is true. Obviously, we need to beat Bournemouth. 2 defeats in a row is unacceptable. And it's going to be a challenge. It really is going to be a challenge. Don't think for a second this is going to be a cakewalk, because it isn't. It's going to be a challenge and you know, it's going to be a difficult game for both teams, obviously. Ryan said he's Jose in. I'm in the Jose in camp as well, if you want to know. I just think that until I see, you know, see evidence that we're declining and we're going backwards, then I'm going to be Jose in. I still think he's got the Premier League experience, and I think he is the right man for Manchester United. Skype will be open just after I finish off talking about the key men for Manchester United. Another key man for Manchester United, in my opinion, is Alexis Sanchez. Now, obviously, you think, oh, yeah, just picking out the best players. But for me, Sanchez had an up and down start to his Manchester United life. You know, putting some decent performances and putting some not so decent performances. And, you know, obviously, he's just come into the Man United team. And I do think, I agree with Jose Mourinho that I think he will be better. He will be better next season once he's fully gelled in with the team. But you know, I think against Bournemouth away from home, you need someone like Alexis Sanchez to kind of, again, create chances for our forwards. And I think he has been creating chances for the forwards. It's just that, I mean, I think he's created a lot of chances, just that haven't been finished. And because of that, people haven't been recognising his contribution. It's just the classic thing of, if he doesn't get assists or goals, he's not contributing. And I think, I don't know about that. But I think, you know, Sanchez against Bournemouth, he will step up, and we need him to step up in this sort of game. We need to create as many chances as possible. And also, he's the type of player who can be clinical in front of goal. So hopefully, when he does get his chance, we need to take them, because Bournemouth is the type of team where you might not be able to get, you know, an amazing amount of chances in the game. So, you know, you might get 4 or 5 clear-cut chances in the game, and you need to take at least 2 or 3 of them if you want to win, because Bournemouth can hit you on the counter-attack, as I said. So I'd say Lukaku and Sanchez are the main men for Manchester United. If they're on form, then we're on form, really. And just generally, we need to make sure we're strong, we're compact in defence, we're strong, and keep our defensive mistakes to a minimum, because usually the goals we concede come from defensive mistakes. And, you know, it's annoying when that happens. A lot of the goals, if you look back this season, have been Manchester United defensive mistakes, and that is not, it's not alright. We need to cut out those mistakes. And the midfield is going to be interesting to see. Obviously, a lot of Manchester United fans are dreading Marouane Fellaini potentially playing instead of Paul Pogba or Scott McTominay. That's why I really like Scott McTominay to play instead of Fellaini, if Fellaini is in the pipeline to play, of course. But I'd love to see you know, McTominay get a game, and we just need to be solid. We need to be solid. I think, you know, against West Brom, we created a few chances, and you know, West Brom were very, very compact, and we need to try and find a way to fight playing against a very compact team. Because as of right now, when a team is really compact, we can't break them down. So, yeah, we need to fight that. But yeah, alright guys, I'm going to give you my lineup and prediction right now. I want you all, if you are watching right now in the stream, get in the live chat your score prediction for the game. I'll be giving my lineup very quickly, but if you are watching, I want to see all of you right now get your score predictions in for the game. I'll read them all out, don't you worry about that. So, get your score predictions for the Manchester United Bournemouth game right now in the live chat, and I'll read them out very, very shortly. But my lineup prediction, I'm going to go it's going to be difficult to predict. I'm going to go with a 4-2-3-1 formation. I'm going to go with David De Gea in goal, Antonio Valencia at right back. I'm going to go with Lindelof and Bailly as the two centre-back partnerships, with Ashley Young at left-back, unfortunately. And then I'm going to go with Matic and Fellaini in the, I'm predicting the lineup. I'm predicting it, guys. Before you get triggered, I'm predicting the lineup, okay? So, this is my prediction. I feel like Fellaini's going to play, unfortunately, so I'm going to go with Matic and Fellaini as the two in midfield. And then I'm going to go with Sanchez on the left, Lingard in the middle, Mata on the right, with Lukaku up front. Obviously, that's not the lineup I would like to see, but that's the lineup that I'm predicting. So, we'll see how many out of them I get right. And my score prediction for the game. It's going to be a tough game for United. I do think, unfortunately, Bournemouth are going to score in the game. I think we're going to get just about edge it. I'm going to go with a 2-1 victory to Manchester United. I'm going to go with Sanchez and Lukaku to score for United. And I think Callum Wilson is going to score for Bournemouth. Obviously, I don't want to put a curse on it, but I do feel like that might happen. So that is my score prediction, and that is my kind of, overall kind of more thoughts on the game and that. Leave your thoughts in the live chat as well. And now Skype is open, so if you want to Skype into the show, please do feel free to do so. Fortune says Mourinho can't manage us the way we want. Right now, we play like a rich Southampton. Wanting to sell our good players, Martial, Pogba, Rashford, and bringing in declining players. I think, that's an interesting point, obviously, about, Martial, Pogba, and Rashford. Obviously, there's the kind of media hype around possibly wanting to sell them. I'm not sure, I'd be careful in believing the rumours straight away, but I do, I think you make a decent point. And I think if if Pogba and Martial got sold, I think a lot of questions would be asked of Jose Mourinho. I don't think he'll get sacked, but a lot of the fans might start to turn, because they do feel Pogba and Martial are fan favourites, but Fortune says, we'll win 1-0 or lose 2-1. This team isn't consistent enough to predict a result. I agree. I mean, one week we're going and beating the champions at their home ground. The next week we're losing 1-0 to West Brom. I 100% agree. It's very, very hard to predict. Daza says 1-0 to United. Fortune's lineup says De Gea, Lindelof, Smalling, Shaw, Valencia, Matic, McTominay, Fellaini, Sanchez, Mata, Lukaku. I wouldn't mind that lineup, obviously except Fellaini, but it does look like Jose Mourinho is going to swap a few players around, so we'll see what happens with that. Darryl is calling in. I did promise to answer his call, so I will answer. So here we go. Darryl, welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining once again on the streams. Thanks for being patient as well with calling in. Yeah, no, thank you very much for calling in. Obviously, hold on a second. Wait a second, Dal. Just need... right, there we go. Okay, now they can hear you. So obviously going into this game, West Brom was a shocking result. As you saw, I saw you watching my watch long. I saw your opinions in there, and you're pretty damning of the result. But how do we bounce back in this game against Bournemouth?
The only way we can bounce back from this is getting at least a point out of this game. If we get nothing, then it's going to be yet another cack game. On paper, this is a game that United should cruise through. But the media make up a lot of tripe these days, don't they? So, it says that on paper, but I seriously think we're going to struggle, because we've been known for losing at... at Bournemouth's ground, but it just depends how the players play these days today, and and obviously the last game was just unexpected and well, not good at all. So we must improve defensively as well, not concede goals. Because this is the Premier League, the title's over now, so I think the main thing for us is to try and stay in the top 4. And we need to win. Simple as that.
I agree with that, Darryl, mate. I agree with it. Obviously, you know, it was a shocking performance against West Brom. And Jose Mourinho has said that he's probably going to drop a few players. And it does, the way he talked in his press conference did suggest that he was going to move a few players around for this game. Who do you expect who is going to be dropped from the lineup, and you know, who do you think is going to come in potentially for this Bournemouth game?
Well, I've already found out Paul Pogba's not playing. Well, the United stand said that. Whether that's true or not,
I guess.
I don't think Paul Pogba is playing though. So I think this is a good chance for Scott McTominay to get his name in the squad, and possibly maybe he's trying to get a goal for once, because it would be nice for him to get a goal. I know I don't think he hasn't scored a goal at all this season. I don't think, has he? No, he hasn't. I don't know now. But it would be nice for him to get another game under the belt, and you know, he could possibly put in a good performance for the lads and probably try and boost the confidence and relieve the pressure that is caught on us.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Obviously, McTominay is, you know, I think he's definitely an option if Pogba does drop out. I think that, you know, McTominay probably is the, you know, I'd rather him than Fellaini, because I don't think Fellaini really offers us, except, I mean, you could argue maybe against Bournemouth, a physical side, you might want that physical presence, but as I said, you don't really want to be playing that like that if you are Manchester United. With Fortune saying this comment, when the crowd starts cheering attack, 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 you know the time as a manager is coming to an end. And I think there is some truth in that. Obviously, when the fans want attacking football and you're not delivering it, then the fans will start to get on your back, or some of them will. Aaron wants me to ask you, Darryl, what you think of the Manchester United game against Swindon Town. Final score was obviously 5-6. I mean, it was an absolutely worldy of a game, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm just going to put it in the live chat.
Ah, fair enough.
It's just simple. It's just simple. It's just two words.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. Simple as this.
But obviously...
Oh dear. Oh, I've just got... Oh, I forgot buying a plane tonight.
Oh, Darryl. I'm glad you tuned into the show instead. But obviously, United sit in second place. But after that West Brom result and Liverpool winning, I'm not sure what the Spurs score is right now. I think the game must have finished by now.
The game has finished.
But it depends whether we might be able to take points off Spurs. I don't know what the result is, but if apparently I'm hearing from my producer that it's 1-1. I think it was 1-1.
Yes.
So it looks like Brighton have taken a point off Spurs, which means that we do have an opportunity tomorrow to take 2 points off Spurs, and obviously the game against Bournemouth is our game in hand over Liverpool as well.
1-1.
So we've got a chance to take a few points off our rivals. Do you think do you think it's going to be difficult for us now that we didn't win that game against West Brom? Do you think it's going to be difficult for us to keep our place? Our second place finish, and do you think it would be the end of the world if United lose it?
It wouldn't be the end of the world if we lost it, but you know, this game we need to win because we need to have our confidence boosted up after Sunday. You know, our confidence is low. The team just doesn't seem to be attaching well. And obviously, as I mentioned on the United stand yesterday. Just lost the title to City, which, it's okay. Well, it was always going to happen, but to do it against West Bromwich Albion was just atrocious. If we don't beat Bournemouth, I don't think we'll have much hope against Spurs. But you never know. Football's a funny game, so I'm hoping we can get at least a point out of it. But if we get no points, then it's going to be another bad day at the office for Jose. And I'll be honest, if Spurs could be the deciding game. If we don't beat Spurs, I can see Jose getting sacked at the end of the season.
Even if we get Champions League football?
Yeah. Because we've not won a single thing this season. But then again, we didn't under David Moyes or Louis van Gaal. No, we did. We didn't win anything under David Moyes. He got sacked at the end of the season. So, you know, this could happen to Jose as well. So
fair play. I mean, yeah, I think you know, it's a tough one really. I'd like to I would love to win the FA Cup, but yeah, as you said, the way we're playing at the moment, I don't see it happening. But hopefully we can build up a bit of confidence. We can, you know, I do back Jose Mourinho in one-off games. He does seem to do well in kind of semi-finals and finals. So hopefully we can win the FA Cup. It'll be another trophy. But FA Cup and second place finish is not what we want to be doing every season. But it's a good, you know, for me that will be progress if we win the FA Cup and second place. It will be progress. Darryl, what I'm going to do, I've got another caller, but he says he wants to actually be added to this call and have and join the debate. So I will. Yeah, no problem. I will add him to the call.
What's come up here?
I'll read a few of the comments as I'm doing this. Fortune says Mourinho is a boss, so if you can't get the team up against West Brom at Old Trafford, what can you do? I mean, I guess that is true. Obviously, the team didn't play well at all, and yeah, I think that is true.
Anyone who supports League 2 football, I couldn't have promoted to League 1.
Accrington Stanley, fair play to them, fair play.
I mean, who are they? But never mind.
Yeah, who are they? Who are they? Exactly. Aaron says Swansea City next in my United Premier League. So if you want to keep up to date with that, United are playing Swansea in Aaron's fancy Premier League. Fortune said Jose won't get sacked.
I won't hear the last of it.
Fortune says Jose won't get sacked if we get Champions League, even if I want him to. I think to be honest, the Champions League is a make or break. Is a make or break in my opinion for Manchester United usually. Right, okay, this guy wants to call in, so we'll add him to the call if I can.
You should be able to add people to the call.
Yeah, I should be able to actually. There we go. Right. So I think. Right.
Oh, here we are.
Right, has he been added? Ryan says, "Come on, United, come on." I know, yeah. Come on, United. We love United. We do. We love United. We do. We love United. We do. Oh, United. We love you. We love United. Anyway.
Never mind about that.
No, never mind about that. After what they showed against West Brom, you're not getting my chance. But hopefully against Bournemouth we can bounce back, and that is the main thing we need to do. Is the main, because if we don't, it could lead on a slippery slope. Now I've added this guy to the call. So
I think he's here.
I'm not seeing his icon. To be fair, keep getting your comments on the live chat. We'll the show will be. Fortune says I'll call you and chat shit about Mourinho. Well, to be fair, it won't be the first time someone's had a rant about Mourinho. I mean, if you've seen Asian Gamer on the stream, I mean he's had a few rants in his time. So yeah, I mean we'll see what happens. But yeah, feel free to call to call in if you want to. Add me on Skype at. My Skype is in the description down below. But yeah, if you want to add me, please do feel free.
He's not in.
He's not in the call at the moment. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know why that's not working. Obviously, it's the first time I've kind of tried to add people to the call here. So, but yeah, I mean, Darryl. I mean, whilst we've got you here, Darryl. Obviously, the other guy's not in the call, but as we've got you here, Darryl. Oh, it says join call. Has someone joined now? No.
Does it? Hold on.
I don't know
he's joined. Hello.
All right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. All right. I think I know who this is. Is that Deza, me old pal?
What about your old pal? How am I your old pal?
Oh, my God.
Mate, okay. Well, obviously after that West Brom result, I know what you're gonna say. So we no need
Did
to
not sell
no
you.
no no no
Did
no
not sell you.
no need to say anything about
Did
that. We've
not
already
sell
talked
you.
about it. We've already talked about it. Okay. Fortune, you're gonna love this guy. You're gonna absolutely love this guy. Because he's in the same boat. Derek, mate, what are your thoughts on Jose Mourinho? Just take it away. Just take it away.
Well, the same thoughts I've had for the past 12 months, 18 months since he's been in charge. Not the right man. Not the right man to lead a group of men.
No, that's a lie.
He could not lead us out of a paper bag.
Welcome ManUnitedMax, by the way. Welcome to the stream. He says, I really hope we can get back on form. I really do hope we can get back on form as well, Max. And I really hope I want to say I really get back to streaming as well. I'd love to watch you stream.
Shut
Max,
up.
by the
We're
way.
not going to go out.
No, we
Just me or
don't.
not,
No, Max is a lovely man. Don't tell him to shut up, Derek. Okay. And also, if you want to go subscribe to Max's channel, Daz's channel, links in the description down below. If you want to go subscribe to their channels. But yeah, okay. Carry on. Just carry on. I mean, maybe you two can have a debate. Is Jose Mourinho the right man?
Yes.
No. Oh. Right. Where's the logic in that? Go on. Tell the jury, where is the logic in Mourinho staying at our club?
Where's the logic for Mourinho? The fact that he won the Europa League to get us into the Champions League this season,
well,
right?
He's got all the money he wants.
Hold on, let me finish my sentence. Right, he won the Europa League with us to send us to the Champions League. Right, he won the Carabao Cup, and then he won enough all else. But this season has been by far our best season, record-wise, with games-wise. Home record has been fine, apart from the 3 defeats in all competitions. 3 defeats at home in all competitions is good, but that performance on Sunday just absolutely angered me. So, but. Oh, Jose. At times, sometimes Jose can be good, and sometimes Jose can be bad. Alan Richards found this out when he was at Chelsea.
Well, I hear what you're saying, and I'll start by saying I've got an under-9s trophy on my mantelpiece. Does that mean I can manage Man United? If you're talking about winning Simpot trophies, I'll put my hat in the ring. It's ridiculous. We're 20 points behind.
Go ahead.
City.
Go ahead.
20 points behind City. I'll let you speak. You let me speak. We've been 20 points behind Man City. We're well behind them, and we're not going to be anywhere near them until that man leaves the club and Sean Dyche replaces him.
Wow.
Why are you laughing?
Sean Dyche? Oh, you really think Sean Dyche would do a better job?
Oh, he's clearly the natural successor.
Trust me, if we had Sean Dyche, we'd finish in the bottom half.
How would you know that? He's taken a Burnley side with shoestring budget to 7th, and they're going to be finish above Arsenal this season. What do you think he would do with Man United's budget?
Well, nothing. He would try and sign players, but they
Champions League. What do we do in the Champions League apart from get embarrassed by Sevilla by his poor tactics?
Well, could have been worse. We could have been knocked out the group stage.
Well, yeah, could have been worse. Could have been a lot better though. Could have been a lot better. We were an embarrassment to Europe that night.
No, that was just that night. You never know. Hey, Spurs got knocked out by Juventus, let alone they're a better team than Sevilla. But you know what?
Indeed, they are.
With Manchester United, mate, you have to remember you have to take every single game as it goes.
Do you go to the games?
Right, we've got Ryan in the call now. We've got Ryan add to the debate. If you guys want,
Ryan.
If you guys want to join in the debate as well, may as well call in. Skype is in the description down below. Also, if you are watching, please do leave a like. Fortune says, Derek, Sean Dykes, now you're taking the piss. We're gonna let Ryan speak now because I love a bit of Ryan. So let's have Ryan's thoughts on this.
Let's see what Ryan has to say.
Go ahead.
What about? What are we talking about?
Well, basically we're having a debate. We're having a debate whether,
as United fans, we're trying to justify Mourinho staying at the club.
Why is Mourinho has to stay at the club? Yeah.
I really don't think so. Going to every game, I really think he needs to go.
I would go to every game, but I can't. So there you go.
I think I was at the.
Yeah, go ahead. It's all gone quiet.
You're at the game, were you?
Me?
Well, no, Ryan was at the game. He was at the game. I remember. Ryan was saying he was at the game.
I thought so.
Welcome DLM, by the way. Yep, I've got a fresh trim. My forehead is massive. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining.
Oh, Ryan's gone.
Please do leave a like, DLM, by the way. Thanks. Appreciate it. Fortune says Mourinho does need to go. I really hate him. So we've got some hatred towards big man Jose.
Thank you.
I don't. But Derek, will you at least admit we've had progress? We've had progress under Jose Mourinho.
No.
Oh.
How can we do that? How can we say that? Where's the evidence? 2 trophies, Tim Pod trophies last season. He can't even amount to getting a trophy this season. We won't win the FA Cup. We were crap in the Champions League. And I'll tell you something now. I'll be honest. I never wanted him. I wanted Moyes to stay.
Deluded.
What deluded, eh?
Honestly, right, if you think David Moyes is better than Jose Mourinho, then you've been watching the wrong league.
Right, are West Ham going to stay up this season?
No.
Excuse me. Oh my God. Talk about deluded, Mr. Johnson. So, right. I think the David Moyes comment was a bit too over the top. I meant Louis van Gaal. And Kieran will agree with me. He will agree with me. He should have stayed another year.
I regret to inform you that I did agree that Louis van Gaal. I thought he had a 3-year plan. I wanted to see what happened in his 3rd year, but he got sacked.
Yeah, I didn't understand why he got sacked when I know I was confused about the sacking because he's just got sacked after he's just won the FA Cup. I mean, that's a bit stupid, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
Really stupid.
The handling of that was shocking.
That's stupid.
DLM says he doesn't like Jose sometimes. I think we all don't like Jose sometimes, but sometimes we absolutely love him, and that's why we love the game that we call football. There you go. But one kind of last thing, guys. Obviously, Bournemouth United tomorrow night. Obviously, you'll be going to the game, Derek, if you're such a super fan. But
we're traveling up tonight, staying in a hotel. At the moment.
So why are you here then? Why are you here then? Why are you if you're travelling up tonight, why are you here?
I'm not. I'm on my phone in my car.
Isn't that against the law?
It's on the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough, mate. Okay. Just what are your score predictions then? We'll start with Darryl.
I think it's going to be a close game. I think we might be able to do something. Might get a point, I'd say, at least. If we don't get a point, then I think it's a total disgrace.
Will we?
Really. I would say... I'm tempted to go with a 1-0 win, which I said in the live chat. But the thing is, I just don't think we're going to win because Bournemouth, we always underestimate them all the time. So, I think I'll be happy with a point, 1-1.
1-1. We'll go to you, Derek, now. Obviously, it's going to be a loss or something.
2-1 to Bournemouth.
Yep, there we go. There we go. Predicted it. Why you say that?
Oh, I mean, I'll tell you what, when I'm right, you're all going to be crying your cornflakes.
Well, what?
Yeah,
No.
you're some United fan.
I go to all the games. I support the team. Have you ever been to a United game?
Yes, against Boa.
Exactly. How can you be calling me out to be a bad United fan when you only been to one game?
Right, can I just say, right, okay, you go to every game, but if you keep predicting it, United are going to lose, you're certainly not a United fan. Like, United fans don't do that.
Through and through, born and bred to the day I hit the brown bread, I am a United fan. And I'll tell you something now, right? I'll tell you something I didn't want to tell you. My brother is a City fan. And he's been boasting all week. He's been boasting all week in my face. He bought me, you know what he bought me for Christmas?
A City shirt.
A Vincent Company shirt. And I'll tell you something now, right? That hurt me. That hurt me a lot. Jose Mourinho, I'm sorry. If that's gonna happen to me on a regular basis now, he can't stay in the job for me. That's probably why I think I'm deluded. I've got some evidence. I've got a reason to be deluded.
Brilliant off, guys. Thank you guys for coming on. Appreciate it. Appreciate the call.
Well done on your channel, mate. Well done on your channel. Hopefully it grows. It won't be with my help. See you later.
Yeah. What you? No, my channel's been booming, mate. It's absolutely booming. I love interacting with you guys. So
brilliant. Keep having your laggy live streams and all these one-side debates, mate. Brilliant. See you later.
That's harsh.
Right.
That's harsh.
Thanks, mate. See you later, lads. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys watching. DLM says some people can't afford it. That's true. Definitely, I can't afford it. I mean, who could afford it? Fortune says I would not take a point. How can you be okay with a draw? 100%. We need to take. We can't take a point from this game. Ryan, if you want to call in, buddy. As there's a bit more time left in the stream, I realise you wanted to call in, so you can call in. Liam87, welcome to the stream. He's a City fan from the watch along, but fair enough. He's we'll accept him. We'll accept him. Obviously, yes, he's won. Well, congratulations for winning the title. But yeah, please leave a like if you haven't already as well. But yeah. Obviously, what next for City? Do you think you'll be able to keep it up, Liam? Do you think you'll be able to keep up? I'll read your comment, Aaron. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. Aaron says, I'm not a United fan, but I'm predicting 3-0 to United. Optimistic, I think, Aaron. Optimistic. He also says, Kieran, you have to do a debate on my Man United for Swindon Sound 5-6. I mean, sounds unbelievable. Sounds absolutely unbelievable. To be honest with you. Sounds... I mean, I can't... 5-6. I mean, that's a crazy game. Absolute crazy game. Where does this leave United? Losing to Swindon Town. We'll have to wait and see. Bounce back against Swansea. But there you go. But yeah, guys, obviously, I mean, it's quite a lot. I haven't done a long stream like this. I usually do kind of hour-long sort of episodes, or not episodes, hour-long videos, but I've sort of, I might bring back kind of the hour-long ones, like this one. Because recently I've done ones which are like half an hour, but I don't know what you guys think. Liam87 says, I honestly think Liverpool will challenge next year. I think they will. They've been playing fantastically, especially if they can keep hold of, Salah and Firmino. If they keep hold of that and improve their defence, they could be one hell of a team. DLM says, I'm getting a sponsor for the channel. Oh, nice, mate. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. Making a bit more of that P. What sponsor is it going to be? What sponsor is it going to be? It's interesting to see. Ryan says the Scouts won't win a title anytime soon. I hope not. I hope they don't win the Champions League, please, because they will go on about it. They will go on about that Champions League title like it's everything to them. Please don't win the Champions League. Please, Roma, knock them out. Just one of them FIFA ones. Oh, well, it's still decent. It's still decent, though. Still decent. Liam says Cater is coming in this season. That's true, mate. That is actually true. Good point, Liam, actually, yeah. Cater is coming in this season. They could definitely, you know, they are strengthening. And I mean, it could be very, very dangerous. They could, you know, but last time they were close to the title, they bottled it. So, hopefully they don't win a title for the next 100 years. Thanks for calling in, Dazza. Appreciate it, mate. Got to go. Thanks for the call. Funny call, but there we go. Yeah, appreciate you coming on the show, Darryl, as always. Great opinions and great points of view. So thanks for calling in. As I said, guys, please do leave a like on the stream. Can we hit 10 likes? It'd be absolutely fantastic. Fortune said Liverpool will be challenging while Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea battle for Europa. I think, yeah, well, I mean, that would be a sorry sight. That would really be a sorry sight. Aaron says, I'm going now, Kieran, so thank you. And just so you know, there is no radio show this weekend because I'm in Glasgow. Fair play. Have a good time there, Aaron, and thanks for joining the stream, my friend. I will be on, guys, for the review of this game straight after it happens, so probably around, you know, 9, well, whenever the game finishes, probably around kind of 9 o'clock, whatever. But yeah, I'll be straight after that game, so straight after the Bournemouth game, come straight to the channel, hit that make sure the notifications are turned on, so you guys will know when I'm going live, basically. But I'll be going live basically straight on after. Ryan says, Fortune, no way, we've been miles ahead of other teams. I think Fortune says, Ryan, in points, yes, but the way we play like Everton or Southampton. I think that's a bit harsh, to be fair. It's a bit harsh in my opinion, but there we go. Each their own. As I said, guys, if you are new, please do subscribe to the channel. They're absolutely fantastic. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button and subscribe for more Manchester United content. But I'm going to go now. And I will be live tomorrow for the review. I won't be doing a watch long, but I'll be live tomorrow for the review of the game. But I appreciate all your support tonight. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the channel around on your social medias or anything like that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully after a very impressive win.